Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show. That was a race today at Kansas. It was very mediocre, to say the least. Like, at least the tires wore and you could pass throughout the field. After the tires wore, see who fell off, who didn't. That was the only interesting thing, because Larson pretty much dominated. The only two guys that could keep up with him, Brad had a tire go down. Actually runs well for once as a tire go down. And then Chase actually has a fast car for once, and I believe off pit road was actually ahead of Larson. Larson fell back to third, and then pit crew crashed. And then, inevitably, he couldn't get back up there because his next-gen car is a piece of shit! And he was stuck about, 10th to 12th? And then he fell back to 15th because he probably wore the tires out and he had a vibration, fell back 15th. It's just, I'm sick of this season. It's terrible. This car's awful. This season's pathetic. My drivers are just having the worst luck. And finally, Chase runs away as a winning car, and then bad pit stop ruins it. The tires at least matter, which I've wanted the tires to matter, but the racing just, it's mediocre at best. I do not know what some of you guys see in Kansas. People have hyped up Kansas last few years. Look, it's a brutal stretch of cup racing. And Larson's got a max points day. And Texas being the most entertaining, not necessarily good, just because it was entertaining with the crashes doesn't mean it was good. The past month is very concerning. The racing today was solid. Like, there was multiple lanes, passing opportunities, tires wear, but it just wasn't anything special. Like, I'm not just saying that because of social media comments. It's just not fun to me, man. And it would have actually maybe been entertaining if Chase, Keselowski, and Hamlin didn't have issues, but quite easily the worst season in the next-gen car so far. I don't expect it to get any better without major changes. I don't know what changes they can make. And don't tell me the best car won. Was Larson the best car? Maybe. But if other cars didn't have issues, who knows? But I think maybe Josh Berry would have had the best car. He drove from the back to what, 7th in that run? It's just the 3 straight cautions really killed it for me. And it wouldn't be a long enough run. Good thing Larson was the fucking Hendrick driver to actually get a new crew. Chase's pit crew hasn't even been good this year. These cars still aren't good. Like, the races after the first few races of the season, I'm sorry, it's just not been entertaining. And it's not just because of a dominant performance. It's just, I expect more from a track you people hype up with Kansas. I expect more. But once Brad blew a tire, then Chase had the bad pit stop, any competition for Larson dropped out after that. It's just, I'm just tired of recap. I'm just tired of coming on here and recapping these races at this point. It's not fun. I don't know if it's just the product on the track or just Chase not running as well as he used to. I've just never been more disinterested in NASCAR, man. It's just, the thing is, Aaron Gustafson finally gives Chase a good car. They finally keep up with the track, only for the pit crew to throw it away. It's time for a change. Like, I don't care who it is at this point. I really want to know, for some of you next-gen defenders, what is this car good at? Road courses? Nope. Super speedways? Besides Atlanta, which shouldn't be a super speedway, but at least that's entertaining. It's actually good. But most super speedways? Nope. Intermediates? Nope. Short tracks? Nope. Well, it's the same thing every week. I come on here and say the same thing every week. The Gen 7 has failed. Just very lackluster for Kansas. And I'm not just gonna give it a thumbs up just because, oh yeah, there's tire wear. You go multiple lanes. That should be mostly every track. I'm not gonna give a thumbs up for standard things. This car just sucks, man. Like, I'm not sure what else to tell you guys. But no. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson and the others say it's great. And that the fans are dummies and they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I think we know what we're talking about. They're just too afraid to speak out against NASCAR. And the reason they race so hard on these restarts to get track positions because it's really the only way you can get it. If you don't wear your tire, if you didn't wear your tires out of date, but I'm just speaking in general. Like, that's why they race so hard on these restarts. That's why you get these wreck fests in stage 3 after the first 2 stages are quiet. That's why shit happens in stage 3 because they're racing to get track position. It's gonna be hard to pass. It's just the next gen restarts. They're just so stupid. Everyone is 3 wide. There are so many cars constantly lifting because they are either tight or trying to save the car because they are loose. So whenever they get off the corner, it's just constant contact. The car is just sensitive to air. But you're forced to try and stick it 3 to 4 wide. It's just, well, Chase could one race without something stupid happen, man. Pickford fucking drops the ball. Get a new tire changer. God. I mean, I'm happy he was in contention and led laps. Bummed that yet again in the random races he has a chance something goes wrong and they have a vibration. It's just the repeat restarts didn't help. Just hopefully maybe they can keep that momentum up. And Larson gets bailed out, of course. When you have a car with tons of drag and aero push, it produces to casuals good racing in the forms of lots of awkward mid-corner lifting and massive runs down the straights. The cars are still massively underpowered and overgripped. I'm glad we ruined a lot of races just so we could have Vegas, Charlotte, and Kansas, for example, have cool restarts and decent racing. Because just tons of drag and aero push this isn't a race, dude. Just have more power and less downforce. Old guys complain about everything. Watch NASCAR for a while, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there were, I mean, Larson, trying to think of the notes that I had. Too lazy to get them out. Larson won the first 2 stages. I think Allmendinger blew up. There were a few crashes in the 3rd stage. I believe Cody Ware, Ty Dillon, and Daniel Suarez. Hamlin had a mechanical issue. Brad had a flat tire. Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, and Justin Haley were involved in a crash, I believe. Pretty sure that's it. Looks like Larson's tire was going down at the finish and he was able to survive fucking edging the fans. But I'm in this race like maybe a 3.5. It just wasn't good wasn't good, man. I expected more. It's like every time the leader got out front, they just drove away. Unless the only one that could really run you down was Chase, because he had one of the fastest long run cars. And I think Josh Berry would have been up there too if he didn't have that penalty. Those were probably 2 of the fastest cars that had issues. And Hamlin and Keselowski having issues. Let's cover the results here. Larson wins, Bell 2nd, Blaney 3rd, Briscoe 4th, Bowman 5th, Berry 6th, Priest 7th, Busher 8th, Logano 9th, Nemechek 10th, Cindric 11th. Gillen 12th. Coreyheim 13th. How about that? Finishing better than Riley Herbst has. Gregson 14th. Elliott 15th. Smith 16th. Reddick 17th. Chastain 18th. Trackhouse is so shit. Stenhouse 20th. SVG 21st. Kyle Busch 22nd. He also was in an incident. Austin Dillon 22nd. McDowell 23rd. Byron 24th. Custer 25th. Hustler 26th. Herbst 27th. Gibbs 20th. Love 29th. Ware 30th. Haley 31st. Jones 32nd. Bubba 33rd. Swartz 34th. Ty Dillon 35th. Hamilton 36th. Brad 37th. Almadina 38th. Yeah, that's all I say. Peace.